You see it everywhere, don't you? Your friend who finally got in shape, your coworker who got promoted, that person from high school who started a business. Everyone around you seems to be leveling up. And then there's you. Same job, same body, same habits, same life. What's worse? You know what to do. You've read the books, watched the videos, made the plans. You're not ignorant. You're stuck. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly why everyone else is improving while you're standing still. And I promise you, the reason isn't what you think. This is going to be uncomfortable, but if you're tired of watching everyone else win while you stay the same, keep watching. Let's figure out what's really going on. Here's what you think is happening. Everyone else has something you don't. Better discipline, more time, better genetics, more money, fewer responsibilities. Wrong. The people improving around you aren't special. They don't have secret advantages. Most of them are messier than you think, more stressed than they look, and started from worse positions than you. So what's the difference? They committed to discomfort, and you're still negotiating with it. Let me explain what I mean. Every single day, you have micro moments of choice. Get up with the alarm or hit snooze. Go to the gym or skip it. Do the work or scroll. Eat the healthy thing or the easy thing. In those moments, you negotiate. I'm really tired today. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. Just this once won't matter. The people improving, they don't negotiate. They decided once, and now they just execute. That's the entire difference. You're making the decision over and over every single day, which means you have to fight yourself every single day. They made the decision once. I'm the kind of person who works out at 6 a.m., and now it's just what they do. No negotiation, no debate, just execution, and that saves an insane amount of willpower. Here's the brutal truth. You're not improving because you haven't actually decided yet. You think you've decided. You've said the words. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to learn this skill. I'm going to build this business. But saying it isn't deciding it. Deciding means you've accepted the price and you're willing to pay it. Daily, without complaint. You haven't done that. You want the result without the price. You want transformation while staying comfortable. And every day, when the price comes due, you back out. The alarm goes off. That's the price. You hit snooze. You backed out. The workout calls. That's the price. You skip it. You backed out. The hard work sits there. That's the price. You distract yourself. You backed out. You're backing out of your own decisions hundreds of times a week, and you wonder why nothing changes. Meanwhile, the people improving, they pay the price. Every time, even when they don't feel like it, especially when they don't feel like it. Let's talk about your second problem. You're waiting for motivation. You watch these transformation videos and you think, they must have been so motivated. I need to get motivated like that. No, motivation is a lie. Motivation is what you feel after you've already started. It's the reward, not the fuel. The people you see improving didn't wait to feel motivated. They started unmotivated, tired, scared, and unsure. They just started anyway. And then, only then, did motivation show up. You've got it backwards. You think motivation leads to action. It doesn't. Action leads to motivation. So you're sitting there waiting to feel like working out. You never will. You work out, then you feel like working out. You're waiting to feel like writing. You never will. You write, then the ideas come. You're waiting to feel ready. You'll never feel ready. You start before you're ready, and readiness develops. The people improving aren't more motivated than you. They just moved without it. Here's your third problem, and this one's sneaky. You're optimizing for comfort instead of growth. Every decision you make is filtered through, will this be comfortable? You choose the gym that's convenient, not the one that challenges you. You choose the easy project, not the one that stretches you. You choose the comfortable conversation, not the honest one. Your entire life is optimized for minimal discomfort, and comfort is the enemy of growth. They're opposites. You can't have both. The people improving made a different choice. They optimized for growth, which means they deliberately chose discomfort. They chose the harder gym, the scarier project, the difficult conversation, the early morning, the extra rep, the thing that makes them anxious, because they understand something you don't. Discomfort is just growth happening. That burning feeling in your muscles, that's growth. That anxiety before doing something new, that's growth. that exhaustion from pushing yourself, that's growth. You're trying to avoid the very sensations that signal you're changing. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something that genuinely scared you? Not life-threatening, just uncomfortable, uncertain. Can't remember? That's why you're not improving. Your comfort zone is a prison, and you've decorated it so nicely that you don't want to leave. Here's problem 4. You're focused on outcomes instead of identity. You want to lose 20 pounds. You want to make more money. You want to be successful. Those are outcomes. And outcomes are outside your control. You can do everything right and still not lose the weight this month. You can work your ass off and still not get the promotion. You can launch the business and still fail. So when you tie your self-worth to outcomes, you're setting yourself up to quit. The people improving aren't focused on outcomes. They're focused on becoming a different person. They're not trying to lose weight. They're becoming an athlete. They're not trying to make money. They're becoming someone who creates value. They're not trying to succeed. They're becoming the kind of person who doesn't quit. See the shift? When you focus on identity, every single action reinforces who you're becoming. You don't need the outcome to feel successful because the action itself is success. You worked out today? You're an athlete. Outcome doesn't matter. You created something today? You're a creator. Results don't matter. You showed up today? You're disciplined. The scoreboard is irrelevant. This makes you unstoppable because you're not waiting for external validation. You're validating yourself through action. Here's problem 5. You're trying to change everything at once. January hits and you decide you're going to work out 6 days a week, meal prep, read daily, learn a language, start a side business, wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, journal, and network. By February, you've done none of it. You overwhelmed yourself with ambition and then collapsed under the weight of it. The people improving? They changed one thing, just one. They picked the keystone habit, the one domino that knocks down the others, and they obsessed over that until it became automatic. For some, it's waking up early. Once they own their morning, everything else falls into place. For others, it's working out. Physical discipline builds mental discipline. For others, it's reading. Knowledge compounds into better decisions. One thing, mastered, then the next. You're trying to become a different person overnight. They're trying to become 1% different today. 1% compounded over a year, you're 37 times better. But you need the patience to play that game. And you don't have it. You want instant transformation. So you do everything for 3 days, burn out, and quit. Then you start over. Then you quit. Then you start over. It's been the same cycle for years. Meanwhile, they picked one thing, stayed consistent for a year, and transformed. Let's talk about problem 6. You're surrounding yourself with the wrong people. Show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll show you your future. If your friends are stuck, you'll stay stuck. If they're improving, you'll improve. It's not inspirational, it's scientific. You conform to your environment. You're probably hanging around people who validate your excuses. Yeah, we're busy. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, let's start Monday. They make you feel better about doing nothing, and you mistake that comfort for friendship. The people improving? They found new people. People who are already where they want to be. People who don't accept excuses. People who push them. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Those people don't validate you. They challenge you. They call out your BS. They expect more from you. But that discomfort is what pulls you forward. You need to leave behind the people who make you comfortable and find the people who make you better. And if that sounds harsh, remember, you can love people from a distance. You don't have to spend every day with people who are holding you back. Here's the final problem, and it's the biggest one. You don't believe you can. Deep down, under all the excuses and rationalizations, you don't actually believe you're capable of changing. You've tried before and failed. So you've internalized this story. I'm just not that kind of person. I can't do it. It's too hard for me. And as long as you believe that story, you're right. Your brain won't let you act in ways that contradict your identity. If you believe you're undisciplined, you'll sabotage every attempt at discipline to prove yourself right. It's called identity protection. Your brain would rather be right than grow. So the people improving, they changed the story first. They stopped saying I can't and started saying I haven't yet. They stopped identifying as lazy and started identifying as someone who's building discipline. They cast a vote for the new identity with every action. And eventually, the identity stuck. You need to do the same. Stop defending your limitations. Stop explaining why you can't. Stop collecting evidence for why you're stuck. Start acting like the person you want to become. Even when you don't believe it yet. Even when it feels fake. Cast the votes. Your brain will catch up. All right, so what do you actually do about this? First, stop waiting. Start today, not Monday, not after you finish this video. Today. Pick the one habit that changes everything. The one thing that, if you did it every day for a year, would transform your life. Got it? Good. Second, remove the negotiation. Decide once. I work out at 6 a.m. every day, non-negotiable. No more daily debate. No more, do I feel like it? You decided. Now execute. Third, start embarrassingly small. Don't try to work out for an hour. Put on your shoes. That's it. The goal isn't results yet. The goal is showing up. Make it so easy you can't fail. Fourth, track it visibly. Get a calendar. Mark an X every day you show up. Don't break the chain. This visual progress becomes addictive. You'll show up just to not break the streak. Fifth, find your people. Join a community of people doing what you want to do, online or in person. You need people who normalize the behavior you're trying to build. Sixth, expect resistance. Your brain will fight you. It'll offer every excuse, every rationalization, every reason to quit. That's normal. That's the old identity trying to survive. Ignore it. Show up anyway. And finally, give yourself time. The people you see improving, they've been at it longer than you think. You're comparing your day 1 to their day 500. That's insane. Stop looking at them. Focus on being better than you were yesterday. That's the only comparison that matters. Look, here's the reality. In 1 year, some people will have completely transformed their lives. New body, new skills, new opportunities, new confidence. And others will be exactly where they are now, wondering what happened. The difference isn't talent or luck or circumstances. It's that one group decided and the other group is still thinking about it. So which group are you in? Because right now, you're at a fork. You can close this video, feel motivated for 10 minutes, and go back to your normal life. Nothing changes. Or you can pick the one thing. Decide for real this time, and start today. Everyone around you is improving. Not because they're better than you, because they started, and they didn't stop. Your turn. See you in the next one.